This is week 6 following the artist's way by Julia Cameron. This is my cat. I think it's funny you could see him. So I changed my chair and I put that one there because it's been raining a lot and I gave Sus my chair and he sits there and it's funny you could see his eyes. But anyway, so about the artist dates. I painted one gouache painting and I think I drew twice. I'm actually proud of myself because I've been drawing, now painting for almost for 2 months, which is amazing. I think that's incredible. I hope I continue with this streak. So now a little bit about my week, okay? It had been a little bit tough. Maybe I don't know if it's still going on, but last week I started feeling really anxious because there was something that I had to do, and I think it was like one of the triggers. And then there had been triggers like these days, like 2 days, and it every time there's a trigger, it just goes to worse. And I'm talking about like my mental health, right? So last week, I had to participate in a phone call, something about like my job, right? And I started getting a little bit like nervous and anxious. And then when the phone call, like this happened on Monday, I was told that that was gonna happen, right? But I didn't know what date. Then the next day, they told me it was on Thursday, and I was like, okay, it's fine, right? I can do it. And then on Thursday, everything normal. I was getting like sometimes when I have things to do and I'm told in advance, maybe like a half a week or so, I get anxious and like I start to get more anxious the closer it gets. Like it used to happen to me when I was at school and I would have to present a project or something like that. I would be fine. Like I would get really anxious when I was told, then I would be fine, and then when the date was closer of the presentation or whatever it was, I would get really anxious and more anxious and like that until the day when I'm in a project, like when I'm presenting or when I'm in the call in this, I'm fine. And it's like, why do I get so anxious, right? That's something that I have to work on. But then I was in the call, then there was another trigger, and I started getting a little bit worse, but a little bit better because I was not as anxious as before. So it's more like obsessive thoughts, right? And then on Friday I was like, okay, I need to make time for myself because I really need to focus on myself right now. I need to relax and focus on myself. Like that's the main thing, focus on myself. And that day I bought a diamond painting to make. Do you know the diamond paintings? I'm gonna show you. This is the diamond painting. I saw my cat there. Oh, he's so cute. So here it is. I don't know if you know it. I guess you do. Like these are really cool. Like I love shiny things and I love those paintings. And now I'm thinking about another project with like these diamond things and I want to cover a whole box. And I'm thinking about like the pattern or what do I want to do with the box. So that's great. But I bought that and I started working on it. I watched series. The next day I woke up late. I was fine. I also had to go to IKEA because I bought a shelf and it didn't fit where I wanted it to put it, and that was kind of sad because the shelf was really nice. And that day we were going to return it, and that's when I bought this chair. It's really really nice. Like it's really really nice. I can't even do this. I realized I could do that with that one. The day I went to buy this one. The day I went to IKEA, the day I was gonna like replace it. Um, and that chair is right there because it was raining a lot, and we wanted to take it and put it in a place where someone could take it. So we didn't want it to get wet if someone was gonna use it, right? So we were waiting for the rain to stop so we can take it out. But right now, my cat, I think he likes it. So I've been thinking maybe of buying something where I can put him instead of the chair because it takes a lot of space. And I mean, why would he want a chair? But either way, um, we will donate it, I guess. Or, yeah. And that day, then I went back home. I relaxed. I was watching series. I was doing the diamond painting, and I was fine. I was still, feeling a little bit like there's something going on. Like I don't know if it was obsessive thoughts, but there was something going on. And yesterday, Sunday, I woke up late again. When I wake up late, it's because like I didn't want to rush. I just wanted to wake up when I was like, it's time to do it. And it's fine. Sometimes, we get like stressed because it's like, oh my god, I'm not waking up early, I'm not doing things. But sometimes we have to relax, and sometimes we have to, accept that we need to rest and we need to take care of ourselves. So it's fine to wake up late. It's fine to relax. It's fine to not do anything at all. And it's fine to do the things that you like all day if you want. So that's something that I've also, have been working on, because sometimes I would feel like guilty that I'm not doing anything, or guilty because I should be doing things. So these days I've been like, no guilt, no anything, just relax and focus on yourself. And I wanted to do the diamond painting, which I'm really excited about, and I really want to go back to it, but there's a few things that I need to do today, so maybe later. I hope I have time for to continue the diamond painting. And then in the afternoon I started feeling a little bit worse, which is not cool. And I think it was because I was watching TikTok videos, and there were like triggers, and there's the triggers like these obsessive thoughts because of like, like certain topics or things that were going on. And I was thinking maybe I should like stop watching TikTok videos, because I've had like all these anxious moments because of videos, right? But then I don't know, sometimes I like watching videos and see what people think about things. But this time it was not useful. It's like sometimes you have to, like stop doing things when they affect you. And also, it's like a vicious cycle, because sometimes when I'm feeling anxious, like sometimes, like most of the times when I'm feeling anxious, I go to TikTok to watch videos and just doom scroll. That way I just get like distracted and not think of whatever is going on. And this time I just stopped because I was like, I can't continue doing this. And I talk to ChatGPT. Sometimes when I'm feeling like really overwhelmed or there's something going on, I talk to ChatGPT, because ChatGPT always knows what to say. And it helped me. Sometimes you just have to talk about things out loud. If you don't want to talk to someone in real life, like if you don't want to talk to a person, you can talk to ChatGPT, or you can talk to yourself, or just journal. So I talked to ChatGPT. I told him what I was thinking, what was going on, right? And then I journaled, because my boyfriend was coming to see me, and I didn't want to be feeling like sad or anxious and all these things. So I just let it all out in the paper. And then I spent the afternoon with my boyfriend, and I was fine. I still had like this feeling that I've been feeling, like, all these things all this week, like anxious and all of that. And I was feeling like, but I think I started feeling better because I get to be distracted, and I I spend time with my boyfriend and we do things together. So my mind is not on those things. It's, just like focused on what we're doing in the moment, right? So it actually helped me a lot to 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 spend time with my boyfriend, and I didn't notice any obsessive thoughts or anything, which is amazing. Until later when he left, I started feeling it, like feeling that the obsessive thoughts, and I was like, wait, no, 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 don't come back. I've been feeling okay today because that was last night, and the obsessive thoughts, they were really strong like a year or so ago. Now it's less because I realized what was going on, and I've been like investigating and learning, and now I feel better because of all the inner work that I had done. So I know I can't control it, but sometimes it gets a little bit stronger, so it's a little bit like harder to get out of it, but there's ways to do it. So I just try. That's why I've been like taking care of myself and just relaxing, not trying to pressure myself and doing things and all of that. Because I also started like losing motivation and inspiration, and like this used to happen to me before, when I would just feel like really like I didn't want to do anything. I've been feeling like this these days where I am drained. I don't have energy. Like I just want to lay down. So that's why I also was like, I need to rest and take care of myself and sleep a little bit more so I get all that energy back. And it's usually because like there's so many thoughts, or the repetitive thoughts, right? So the energy just you use all your energy in your head, in like the thoughts. I had to like get all that energy back, and I've been feeling fine. I need to sleep more. That's something that I know, because today I've been feeling tired. Like I woke up and I had a headache, so I need to go back to sleep. I mean, to sleep more. I will try to go to bed early also. We will see if I can do all of that. I mean, I hope. Like, I guess I will, but I hope I have time for the diamond paintings because I really want to do it. And that has been my week. Hopefully, I will start feeling better now. While all of this was happening, I was also doing the week 6 that was about abundance. So she connects money with creativity in some way, like how you have to have like these positive thoughts about money and how to let it like flow into your life, as you have to do with creativity, like to be open, right, to receiving. So in the book she mentioned a guy named Alan, that he was a musician, or he is a musician, and that he stopped doing what he liked. I think he was a drummer, and he stopped doing what he liked because it was like, or I am at the top, I am the best at this, or nothing. So because he couldn't get there, he just left it all. And I feel it kind of happened to me, something like that too. Sometimes you see all these people that are already artists, right? And how like you see these facade, but like you're not seeing all the work behind that, right? So sometimes you want to get there, you want to be like them, but like there's all these long way that you have to walk to get there, and sometimes we don't take that into account. I was not taking that into account, and I just wanted to get there, right? So what Alan did in this case, I think he bought drums. So he just started playing whenever he wanted to play, and he got, like that inspiration back into him. I feel I'm doing kind of the same, where I'm just like getting back into creativity and drawing more and painting more slowly, getting used to it, like to create more often. And that made me think about something, that I was limiting myself. I was thinking, I thought before that because I developed my own art style, I had to make everything in my art style. Because sometimes people on social media are like, you have to find a niche and you have to like focus on that. So I just kind of took that to like having my own art style and just focusing on it because I wanted to get known because of that art style. And sometimes my mind would be like, but you think about like other artists like Picasso. He tried so many different styles. He tried so many mediums, many techniques, and you know him because of like you know who he is and you know what he did and you know him because of cubism, but it's like he did so much more, right? And he's also known like there's other these parts that he's known for, like all his art and everything, you know, all of that, not only cubism, right? So I realized I was limiting myself by thinking that I needed to do everything in that art style. And now I'm getting out of that idea and just creating. If I want to paint in acrylic paint, if I want to paint in gouache, if I want to do diamond paintings, I will do it because I am a creative person. Sometimes you want to express yourself in different ways, and it doesn't always necessarily has to be in acrylic paint in my art style. I can try other techniques, other mediums, and that's fine too. If I get to be known, people are going to know me, maybe because of my art style, but there's going to be other styles and techniques that I had tried, and people will know about that. So it's fine.
Entonces, el año pasado fueron 15 días, ¿eh? Digo, bueno, digo, pues ya veremos a ver.
There was also an exercise in that book that it gives you the start of a sentence and you have to finish it. And they were all related to money. There were things like people with money are, money makes people be, and questions like that. So you have to fill in whatever comes to your head. And what I noticed with these questions is that most of them I answered something positive, which is amazing and it's progress because in the first week I also worked on money, and I had so many negative associations to money that I've been working all these weeks in that too and trying to change the negative associations with positive associations, and I see progress, and that's amazing because it means that I'm seeing money in good eyes and not as a bad thing anymore. There's some exercises, I'm gonna be honest, about the book that I don't do, and one of them is you have to like keep place, like you have to have a place where you keep photos of things that inspire you, photos of things that make you feel good, movies, everything, whatever inspires you, right? In one place. And there's things that I don't do, and there's things that I don't feel like I want to do, so I just don't do them. And I feel the exercises. I'm gonna check like what exercises. There's one about cooking pastries, about sending postcards to your friends. Like cooking pastries, like sometimes I cook. It's been a long time since I haven't cooked pastries, but like I didn't feel I wanted to cook pastries. So like if I don't feel like doing something, I won't make myself do something that I don't want to do. You know, because if I don't feel like I want to be creative in that area, like at this moment, like I'm not gonna make myself do it. If sometime maybe other week I feel like, oh, I want to cook, I'm gonna do it. That's, you know, sometimes I flow with what my body wants, and sometimes if I want to cook, I will cook. If I want to go out on a walk, I would go out on a walk. If my body feels like resting, I will rest. If I'm feeling like painting, I will paint. And I think like we don't have to force things sometimes.